Alright guys, in this video I am going to review special cases. So this is when you're going to get either no solution or infinitely many solutions. You can either solve using graphing, substitution, or elimination. It doesn't really matter. Now one thing that you need to remember that when you're solving a system of equations, you're looking for the point of intersection. Okay, so that one point there is your solution. You only ever have one solution for a system of equations. And that's going to be the point that they intersect. Now, sometimes you're going to get a situation where your lines are parallel, which means that they never intersect. That means you're going to have no solution, and the lines are parallel. Okay, sometimes you're going to get the same line written differently. So what's going to end up happening is you're just going to have the exact same line that is just overlapping. Okay? In that case, you actually have infinitely many solutions. Okay? And I'm going to show you what it's going to look like when you get something like that. So with this first example that we have 4x plus 2y is equal to 1, and negative 4x minus 2y is equal to 10. I'm going to go ahead and use elimination because my variables here have the same coefficient with opposite signs. So I'm just going to go ahead and combine them. 4 minus 4 is 0, so that cancels. 2 minus 2 is 0, so we're left with 0 on the left is equal to 1 minus 10, which is negative 9. That's not true. Okay, that's false. Okay, that is a false statement. So when you get a false statement, that means that you have no solution. And the lines are parallel. I want you to make sure that you write this down, that they are parallel lines. Okay, so that you know that they never intersect. So their graphs look something like this. So parallel lines have the same slope. Now you need to make sure that you check your work. You can either, go back here and make sure that you did 4 minus 4 and 2 minus 2 correctly, or if you want to double check, you can always solve for y in each of the equations and check the slope. So if we want to do this one, and we have 4x plus 2y is equal to 1, you subtract the 4x on each side. 2y is equal to negative 4x plus 1, and divide by 2. So this is y is equal to negative 2x plus 1. Okay, that's the first line. All we're worried about is the slope. Okay, here they have same slope with opposite, well not opposite, but different y-intercepts. So let's go ahead and try the second one. Negative 4x minus 2y is equal to negative 10 plus 4x on each side. Negative 2y is equal to 4x minus 10. Divide everything by negative 2, which is going to change our signs. Y is equal to negative 2x plus 5. Okay, so the slope here is negative 2. The slope there is negative 2, so you've checked that they have the same slope, which means that they are parallel. Okay, so that's what's going to happen there. In our second example over here, you're going to get something a little bit different. I'm going to go ahead and use elimination because I see that I have opposite signs, same coefficient. So 6 minus 6 is 0, 2 minus 2 is 0, so 0 here, and 8 minus 8 is 0. Okay, this is actually a true statement. Okay, so if it's true, it means that you have infinite solutions. One way to check it is to check your math. Okay, it's not always going to be as simple. Sometimes you're going to get one of those problems where you have to manipulate both of them. So you're multiplying both equations by a coefficient, sometimes by a negative. So you want to go back and check your math, or it might be tricky. Another way you can do it is solve for y again and see if it's the same line. So if we take the first equation, 6x plus 2y is equal to 8, and solve for y, we subtract 6x on each side. 2y is equal to negative 6x plus 8. Divide everything by 2. Y is equal to negative 3x plus 4. Okay, so that's the first one. If you take the second one, add 6x to each side. Divided by negative 2, which is going to change all of our signs. Y is equal to negative 3x plus 4. Okay, so you see that these two are exactly the same. So your lines are overlapping and you have infinitely many solutions. Okay, it's the exact same line. All right. So if you have any questions, let me know. Shoot me a remind, but you should be able to get through the homework or the extra credit that's posted. Just to review real quick, if you have something like this, okay, if you get not true statements or false statements, that means that you're going to have no solution. So 3 equals 5, negative 2 equals 2, 1/2 equals 2 over 1. Those are not true. That means that you have no solution. Infinitely many solutions is where you have the same number on each side. Negative 2 equals negative 2, 1/2 equals 1/2. Okay, those are true. Your solution will be infinitely many solutions. Now, a common mistake that you guys make is you'll be going through a system and solving it, and you'll get something like 2x equals 0, and you'll tell me that that's no solution. Okay, that's incorrect. You can solve this here. You can divide each side by 2, and you'll find that x is equal to 0. Okay, and that's what you're looking for. That's the actual solution there. So if you have a variable, you need to solve it. In these instances here, there is no variable. Okay, it's just a number equals a number. Okay, and it's either true or it's not. So that's how you know if you can continue on or not. All right, so if you have any questions, let me know. Other than that, that's it for 7.1.